Wow, 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 wow. God bless you so much, every one of you that you are tuning today. What a blessing it is today. If you are there right now watching this program, wherever you are right now, I need you to do something. I need you to let us know, first of all, where you're watching from. Please don't forget to share, because this is going to be so powerful. Already, we know there are people that have been waiting to watch it. We can see people from Jamaica, we can see people away from United States of America. So let us know wherever you are, wherever you're watching, it's going to be so powerful. And remember, this is a program for you never to forget. We're talking about unlocking your health and wealth journey today. Today we will be revealing Teasan miracles. And I know many of you right now you're gonna ask, Dr. Climate Wiseman, what is Teasan? What is that you're talking about here today?
Yeah.
And this is a journey. And I am so happy to be here today. And I want to introduce a friend, a covenant brother, a covenant friend. A couple of months ago, I was in Jamaica and he hosted me, he took me around. And what I discovered, I said that I have to bring it to you, especially you. I need you to be a partaker of this. When God wants to bless you, he will bring people into your life. And that is exactly what happens. So right now, I want every one of you, wherever you are, you're watching this program, I want you to help me to welcome not any other, but a great friend of mine, an apostle, Reverend Andrew, all the way from Jamaica. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's such been a blessing when I came there,
Right.
and you hosted me, and it was a blessing. And it was raining, an amazing thing, but it's something that you begin to share with me, that really caught my attention, to be able to see what God can do
Yeah.
from a place like Jamaica.
Correct.
It's just like in the Bible. The Bible talks about, where Jesus, Bethlehem, where David comes. Sometimes God will do great things from unusual place.
Unusual places.
And what you're about to hear here, if you are there, you are watching, I can see there are people that are watching all the way from Guyana.
Yeah.
Yeah, across the world. You can be able to see people that are watching. So I want to welcome you right now here in London. It's good to have you. I know you've been traveling, you've been very, very busy. There's a lot of things that are happening. But today I said, one thing, you remember the story about Abraham. Abraham was sitting, the Bible says he was sitting on this tent, down the man tree. And he saw the guest passing, and he says, please don't pass me by. Don't pass me by. Please bless your servant. And I know you were passing here from United States of America and says, please, please, please don't pass me by. Because you see, there are very special people.
Right. Absolutely.
Are very special people. These people are partners. These people are friends. These people are people of God. But the most important thing, many of them that are there right now, they're going through situation. Maybe in their family, they have somebody somewhere there. There are fathers there. There are mothers there. There are sisters there. So I really want to be able to appreciate you for stopping by. And I hope that you keep stopping as often as you can. And so also, I want you to talk to the people out there, there in the TV land, and share with them, why are you stopping in London on a weekday, not on Sunday? Because on Sundays, you can stop. You've been preaching here, you've been blessing our people, but why are you here in London today? I need you to talk to them. Welcome,
Awesome.
sir.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here with you, Prophet.
Good.
Bishop Clement, it's an honor to be here with you, and want to greet everybody that is out there. This is going to be a very special presentation that we want for you to participate in and to listen. And if you can, just take your phone up and invite a couple of friends to come on in to hear the information we're going to be sharing, because we're going to be talking today about your health and your wealth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very important. It's going to help you in many ways as you journey in your life. And we're going to be talking about a miracle product that is coming from Jamaica. And I'm going to give you some of the history. I'm going to talk to you about the efficacy of this product. I'm going to talk to you about the research of this product. And you're going to be fascinated by what we're going to be sharing. So if you could do that right now, just reach out and share this with a couple of people. But I
If
want,
you know somebody who is not feeling well, who has
yes,
health issue,
health issues.
share this link. And also, don't forget right now, we will be taking questions here live. So
Correct.
actually, if you're watching by YouTube, you could
Right.
chat in there. Is by Facebook. You could
Yes.
ask that question. We will answer it
Absolutely.
today. Yes.
Absolutely.
Mm.
But let me also say,
Yes.
it was exciting to have you in Jamaica.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was an exciting
Thank
occasion.
you.
And also
Uh-huh.
to have taken you into the Teasan garden.
Yeah, it's finished now, right? Or they're still working on it?
It's still being
Wow,
worked on.
I'm looking forward to come back by next year, by the grace of God.
Yes. It's going to be a fascinating place, I must
Wow.
tell you, right? And it's the only one of its kind.
I saw
anywhere.
it with the hanging gardens.
Yes.
It's like the hanging gardens of Babylon.
Yes.
You know, and an amazing feature. And everything, and I know you're going to tell us exactly how this began. For me, what really touched my heart, and I you know, it's how this product
Yes.
came out to be.
Yes.
You know, I don't want to spoil the party now, but you know, one thing is a product from heaven.
Yes.
It's God who instituted it. So let's let Apostle floor and share with you, so you can be able to have an understanding. Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So everybody listening from across the nations of the world, my name is Andrew Steele, and I'm the International Marketing and Sales Director for a company by the name of Zon Holding International Limited. Now, this company is actually owned and operated by a friend of mine. We went to the same high school in Jamaica. So all the Jamaicans over here listening, the best high school in Jamaica is Dental Technical High School.
Wow.
The agricultural school over there in St. Catherine. I know some of you don't agree with me, but when I'm through talking, I figure you may say, you know what, I agree with them. Now, having said so, my friend studied at Dental, and after studying at Dental, he went to Holland, so that he came to Europe to study.
Okay.
And he studied horticulture and stuff like that. One of the things that he obviously learned was the whole business of plant mutation.
Mhm.
So just to give you a little background and history of the product itself. So my friend Errol McGhie, he came back to Jamaica after studying overseas, and he was involved in farming. And while involved in farming, about 2008, he was farming ginger. Now, the Jamaican ginger is one of the most potent ginger in the world. Also, a very important point that I want to make is that Jamaica ranks number 5 in the world for number 5 in the world.
In the world.
Yes, for naturally producing medicinal plants.
Wow.
Number 5.
Yes.
So you're really talking about within the ecosystem of Jamaica. Plants will just come up and
no, wait. You say that Jamaica
ranks
is the 5th in the world for producing natural
medicinal plants.
Because one thing, I just want to add this. I know you're talking to the people there.
Right.
All drugs, all type of drugs are categorized into 2 categories. I don't know 2 categories. One of them is natural.
Yes.
And the other one is synthetic.
Correct.
So we're talking about most of the medicine that we take before are made from plants.
Correct.
And some of them from animals, whatever it is.
Yes.
But so we have synthetic drugs, and we have the natural.
Yes.
Because even the Bible talks about it. I don't know if maybe we could touch this scripture.
Yes.
You know where the Bible says in the Ezekiel
47 and verse 12.
And it talks about the leaves.
It says the leaves
is for healing.
Is for medicine.
Yes. So the Bible was accurate from the beginning.
Accurate.
Before even we know, because since always we're talking about there is we can be able just to put that scripture for people just to see for those who are there. And it says here now, and the fruit shall be for meat, and the leaf for medicine.
For medicine.
You know, let me just, for people, we want people to see here, and the leaf, therefore, for medicine.
For medicine.
Okay, so we see that this is so powerful. What you are talking about here now, we'll come back again here.
But let me make a very important point, because this fascinated me, right? Before I knew about this plant that was discovered by my friend for from the early days. That's like some 12, 13 years ago, 14 years ago.
Mm.
And we used to go on his farm
Mm-hmm.
and drink tea from the plant, but we were actually drinking the tea from the root. Because if you speak to anybody about ginger, they're actually talking about the root,
Yeah.
not the leaves
Mm-mm.
or the stalk.
Mm-hmm.
Now, after getting involved with the company, I discovered that what they're using to make the extract for you to get the tea is not the root,
Mm-hmm.
it's the leaves.
Leaves. So now, so I want you to take me back a little bit here, quickly, so we can go. So you say Jamaica is the
Ranks
fifth,
number five in
number
the
five,
world,
for producing
naturally
natural
producing
for
medicinal plants.
uh-huh.
So it just grows up in the environment, just like that. So the Jamaican government actually is now more focused on naturopathic, studying plants that are there in Jamaica. In fact, I came here this morning, hanging out with you, and saw you drinking sorrel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I turned to you and said, "Did you know that sorrel has anti-cancer properties
I
in
didn't
there?"
even know that. Guess
Right?
what? I've been drinking sorrow drink. I've been drinking now. I'm talking about I've been drinking for over about 14, 15 years.
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Right.
This actually motivates me to keep
To
drinking
keep
it.
drinking it.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Mm.
The same university in Jamaica
Mm.
that studied the sorrel plant and discovered that
Mm-hmm.
is the same university that has a naturopathic department. And its scientists and professors and doctors, they are the ones who started to study our plant first.
Wow.
So that's
This
very
this
interesting,
this is powerful.
right? But let's talk a little bit more, just to use sorrel as a
Okay.
base of our discussion,
Okay.
right? Because sorrel,
Mm-hmm.
in when I was growing up, 50 odd years ago,
Mm.
right? Only Christmas time, sorrel was prepared and
Only on Christmas.
only during Christmas time,
Why not another time?
right? Because it was just a tradition where Christmas time people were gonna bake a whole lot of cake,
Okay.
and we would have cake with sorrel drink.
So people didn't even know that throughout the year, if they've been drinking this, it will even make them more healthy.
Healthier. We didn't know that,
Oh.
right?
And it's the research through the university
Yes.
that discovered this other
That
plant.
anti-cancer properties
And they're
are in the
this.
sorrel
Wow.
plant. So what happened now? It is an all-year drink. You can go into any supermarket in Jamaica now,
And everybody's drinking
and
it.
everybody's drinking sorrel.
Wow.
And that's the real thing. To research plants are so expensive that a lot of plants are out there, and we don't even know the value of them.
Wow.
Because our plant, for example, has gone through almost 20 universities around the world being studied, and that's why we have information to share with you. We have the science to share with you. We have the proof of the researches that have been done on our plant, and hence the products that are being developed from our plants. We're excited to share that with you. Now, having said that, I want to go back to where I was.
That's okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because now the ginger root is still what's being sold in the supermarkets
Okay.
and in the markets around the world. And ginger is known for its medicinal properties. People have been using it to get ease of their stomach, help with their digestive system, etc.
Mhm.
Right? And also,
Even when you have flu and all that kind of
it
stuff,
helps with the immune system and all that.
and all that
Right?
stuff.
Turmeric is also from the ginger family.
Turmeric.
Yes, it's from the ginger family.
Okay.
Right. So, and it is also excellent for different
A lot of
medicinal
things, including heart.
Yes, it builds the immune system.
Yes.
It helps with the blood flow
Mhm.
and stuff of that kind.
Mhm.
Right. Now, and other benefits. We're just touching on it. We're just talking about the ginger family for a bit. But and turmeric is curry is made from turmeric.
Turmeric, curry.
Curry.
That's why they talk about India.
Yes.
Because I realize when it comes to
Yes.
Indians, they eat a lot of turmeric.
Yes.
And turmeric comes from a ginger family.
Yes, right. So now in 2008,
Uh-huh.
my friend was planting ginger on his plantation, and ginger farmers across Jamaica that year was having.
I wanted first of all to hear the testimony about the lady who came and asked for, is it bucket of water?
I'll tell you about that.
Okay.
I'll tell you about that. No, that's exciting for everybody to hear,
Yes.
right? You want me to touch that now?
Because I wanted to touch that now. So now we come to the point where our friend now, something happens.
Okay, fine.
Because
now,
the testimony was before, innit?
Before
Before
yes.
he discovered.
Years before.
So, yeah. So
Years before.
there are people that are there
Yes.
that I want them to have an understanding about. They can see what we're talking about here. It's not just a product.
Correct.
It is something that has got divine.
Yes.
You know, there's a hand of God, and that is why it makes this so unique.
Yes.
And that's why that it is a plant that has got miracles in it. Right. I can say it's like the staff of Moses for today. you know, or the staff of Aaron. Yes. The Bible says it budded. Yes. And it was put on the Ark of Covenant. So there are people that are there. And for me, that testimony is really what resonated with me, especially when I heard that testimony. And you know your friend, he was talking. Him is, we are men of God, but for him he's just a businessman. And for him to talk about it, it tells me there is a hand of God. Right. Yes, go ahead.
Yes. So to tell the story that Bishop Climate was referring to, prior to the discovery of this plant, my friend and his wife, they used to live on their farm at that particular time. And a lady showed up one day and said to both of them that she would like to bless their farm if she could have a bucket of water. So he turned and was like, what? And was ready to send the lady away. But his wife said, so what? If she wants a bucket of water, so what? So he said, okay, listen, do whatever you want to do, right? So they got the lady the bucket of water. She went down in the farm. She did her thing, came back, and looked at both of them and said, the Lord is going to bless this farm with a plant that the world will demand. And she left. When he told me the story, I looked at him, because the scripture that came to my mind is the scripture that says that we entertain angels unaware. Uh-huh. So I turned to him and I said, have you met that lady before? He said, no. I said, have you met the lady after? He said, no. And to this day,
he has
never seen the lady again.
And neither has anybody ever come and say,
nobody.
Oh, I am the one who came to that farm.
Nobody.
I am the one who blessed it.
Nobody. So for me, I took that as something very spiritual. A few years after, we were having a meeting like about 2 weeks ago, and he brought me to a plant, and he said to me, when I saw the plant first, he said it's one, and he showed me, he said it's one little tiny leaf. Now, the ginger plant have more like grass looking like blades. Yeah. But when he looked at that first leaf that budded on the plant, it was more oval in shape, and he said that is unusual. And so just to see that, to discover that
at that level,
at that size, it must have been led by the Lord.
But by the Spirit. That's exactly what I wanted to say, that it must be the Spirit of God. Actually, I can say it's God opened up his eyes and he saw what he could not see.
Correct.
with a common eye.
Correct.
Because there are some times where you can no wonder why Jesus said, now they have eyes but they cannot see.
Eyes they have but cannot see.
They cannot see. They have but they cannot perceive.
Yes.
So I'm talking. For me, I felt that he perceived.
Yes.
He perceived not to see, but he perceived that.
And he went to his wife and said to her, so and so, and she said, "Oh yeah, whatever," because she did. She's like another one of his gimmicks, and that kind of a thing. But he kept on watching it over months and over months and over months, and it went through the full process of evolving into a new plant. So within the ecosystem of forests and so on, all kind of things happen out there. Cross-pollination, plant mutate, and that's how plants are birthed within the natural environment of farms and countries, etc., etc. So having said that, he got excited about the plant, but he still didn't have any money. He was broke when that lady showed up.
I remember he was telling me when we were sitting there, and he says, he was actually struggling.
Yes,
Proper.
he was
We're
broke.
talking about poor.
Yeah, he was broke, right? And he went to one university in Jamaica with a plant, and when he went, they wanted so much money, it wasn't even a question. So he was thinking of doing all kind of stuff with the plant until somebody shared with him that Northern Caribbean University has a naturopathy department, and he got in touch with them. They came to the farm, look at the plant, smell the plant, because this plant is so unique that when you pluck the leaf and you smell it, and you had that experience, because we brought up a
It
leaf.
smells like cinnamon. What's it called?
Correct. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon, yeah.
Correct.
It's ginger.
Right.
By
And it
his smell,
smells
yeah.
like cinnamon. That's a miracle by itself, because cinnamon is a tree. Ginger is a rhizome. So you're talking about a root. So how that fusion took place, it's a miracle in and of itself. So when the scientists from Northern Caribbean University saw the plant and smelled the plant and so on, and the leaves were not looking like normal ginger leaves either, they took it into the lab at the university, and within a few weeks, they called him and said, "This is bigger than us. It has got to go overseas for further studies."
Wow.
And they actually financed
Wow.
sending it away, and so it went to Arkansas for studies. And since that time, it has moved to almost 20 universities studying
20
this plant.
universities?
Yes, across the world studying this plant. Now, I want to also bring, because I'm in London, so I need to speak about this,
That's
the
of
fact
course.
that I'm in London,
Yes.
right? Because a company here in London
Mhm.
that studies plants, that was sent to them,
Mhm.
and they did a worldwide search and discovered that this plant existed nowhere else
Yes.
in the world. And that's why he was able to get a patent on this plant, and he named the plant after himself. So that's why it is named McGhieJCG, which is really McGhie Jamaica Cinnamon Ginger.
Okay. Oh, that's what it says.
That's what it
McGhie,
means. JCG,
Jamaica
right? Cinnamon ginger.
Okay.
Right. So this is our product, right? It's there on your screen as well. But this is the first product that was developed from the plant itself. And I was saying earlier that what surprised me, right, is that I had nothing to do with it, but they actually, it's the leaves that are put together and the stalk that's put together to make the tea, right? And normally, if you're going to do some ginger tea, it is the root
that you use to make the tea.
Correct. The same thing with turmeric. To make curry, it's the root that is used. So I questioned him about that, because that rose my curiosity just on the merit of the scripture that we shared a while ago. Because the scripture said the leaves
is for medicine.
Yeah. Right? So and then because it's a ginger plant, we don't use ginger in the root in our product. It's the leaves. And guess what they discovered is that the leaves and the stalk they're more potent than the root,
which is the other way around.
Right? So actually,
because normally it's the root
correct
that people go for. Even for example, I come, for example, from Africa, and I was raised up by a family. My grandfather were herbalists, you know.
Yes.
So they just, but you will see most of the time they will go for the root, not the leaves. Most of the time, it's for the root. You'll see we're gonna go dig up the root of a particular, because they believe that the root has got more substance,
and that is incorrect, because the root actually is not as consistent. It's not as consistent with its potency as the leaves and the stalk.
Wow.
And the science discovered that. So I was amazed that they actually discovered that from the science. And instead of using the root, and listen, you cannot produce enough root to make the products of this kind that the world needs right now. But each time we harvest the stalk and the leaves and make the product, right, it just shoot
up again.
So within another 3 months, we have more products,
and more.
Precisely. So it's an amazing thing. Very, very, very fascinating, I must say. But alongside that, I want to also bring to you some very important scientific information from the research that was done. Because UC Davis of California, they did what is called the phytochemical compound study on the plant.
Yes.
Now, the phytochemical compound study on the plant was miraculous, because they discovered that over 714 phytochemical compounds were found in this plant, and only 216 of those are known by modern science. So what that is saying, in effect, is that modern science don't even know all the chemical compounds that are found in this plant. And that's one of the things that make it so powerful. Please understand, everybody, that the body was designed by God, and the natural plants, etc., from the field, right, was really what was designed by God to keep us healthy. So food is our first medicine. Food is our first medicine. And a lot of us get all struck out on the pharmaceuticals, synthetic drugs, and stuff like that. But the truth is, a lot of these stuff should not even go into your body, right? But not to knock the pharmaceutical industry, because they serve their own purpose out there, but we're just giving to you information that is intent on helping you. Now, to go further on the phytochemical compound study, you may have heard of Eurofin. It's one of the largest company that is involved in research in the United States with pharmaceutical companies, etc. They did what was called the group study on the phytochemical compounds. And in that study, they discover that the plant has got efficacy against multiple diseases. Now, let me just explain to you what the group study really means. So what they do, they take the known chemical compounds or phytochemical compounds, and having taken those, they group them together based on their efficacy. So they discover that the plant has got efficacy against cancer, against diabetes, against hypertension, against inflammation, against stomach diseases. It is excellent for liver and kidney health. It also strengthens the nerves. It gives a burst of energy. I don't remember if I told this to Bishop Climate, but the plant has got 18 of the 20 amino acids that the human body needs. And it has 20 times more protein than cranberry. And like you, possibly, I love my cranberry juice. I had cranberry juice up to yesterday. I love my cranberry. But the fact is that this is even far more potent because it has 20 times more protein than cranberry. And I'm not talking about the cranberry juice that you buy in the supermarket. I'm talking about the concentrate from cranberry. Now, having said so, let me talk to you a little bit about the efficacies. We talked about cancer, right? Ladies, you're talking about breast cancer, right? We've had multiple people who have taken the product. One lady, she consistently took the product, and within I think 2 or so years, she reported back to us, and she said she went to the doctor and she is cancer free. Right now, dosage is also important, and normally we tell people, if you have particular diseases that you are dealing with, it is better for you to take 2 or 3 cups per day. There is a gentleman in Jamaica. He owns one of the largest plazas in the Linstead St. Catherine area, and he was diagnosed with stage 4 multiple myeloma, and and he was given 18 months to live. He heard about the plant, and he made his consultation. He was sent to Northern Caribbean University. They actually took his blood, took it in the lab, applied the tea to it, and actually it was literally killing the cancer cells. So he was placed on a 3 cups per day regimen, and he's still alive. And this is probably going some 10 or so years now. He's still alive. We've got multiple testimonies on different individuals. My son-in-law has a friend that worked with him at Dow Chemical, who could not go to work because he was diagnosed with cancer, and was sent home. And with that situation, somehow he sent him a tea and told him he should take it, and so on. So he checked up on him and said he was taking the tea every once in a while, that kind of a thing. So there was no consistency. So it just dropped in my spirit one day, and I said to him, what kind of cancer your co-worker has? And he told me it was multiple myeloma. So I said to him, take this video, and show it to he and his wife, and tell them to take the tea. So he got them the video. They watched the video. Having watched the video, normally it is 1 teaspoon of the herb to a cup of water. When the wife saw that, the wife started to put 1 tablespoon per cup and give to him. Within 3 weeks, the guy was free of cancer. Now the point I'm making to you is that there's so much benefits that we can share testimonies with you, multiple testimonies with you, with people who have been helped from the product, right? And we always tell people it's good for you to consult your medical doctor in the process of everything so that they can do the necessary tests, exams on you and stuff like that, because we really don't know the stage or the state that your body is in. And it's important for you to have an idea of that. Now we talked earlier about diabetes as well. Diabetes is a worldwide problem. So many people are suffering from diabetes, and a lot of times the sickness is actually, it is scientifically discovered that 95 or more percent of the diseases that the human being ends up with, it comes from the stomach. It comes from the stomach. And a lot of the things that we are consuming is causing these diseases that we're finding out there. And for me personally, since I'm learning all this information that I can share with you, I have readjusted my diet drastically. I'm more careful about what I'm consuming now than any other time in my life. Not to mention that I live on the tea. The tea is a part of my daily diet, and I just love it. Right now, having said so, for those who are diabetic, you should, depending on the stage you're at, you should be taking 2-3 cups of tea per day to help with that. In fact, a clinical study was done with the tea with some Turkish people, and there's a huge diabetes problem in Turkey. I heard it is not just in Turkey, but it's in Tunisia, in Egypt, and some other countries over there, right? But from this clinical, it has impacted those people so much that even people that went into the clinical trials with kidney disease came out of it without their disease. So having said so, if you're consistent in taking the tea and in changing your diet, you can overcome almost any disease that exists in your body. Right now, the next one is hypertension. And hypertension is a big one. It's actually said that there are so many people who are walking around with the problem of hypertension and not even aware. Sometimes some people end up with strokes and all kind of illnesses. Some die. Some are left in immobile positions and stuff like that. And in Jamaica alone, over 2,400 persons die every year from hypertension. Right, so our health is really our wealth. If you're not healthy, there's not much you can do. If you're healthy, you can pursue any goal, any dream that you would have in life. And that's one of the reasons why we're promoting our product here to you today, because this product works not just for one disease, but for multiple diseases. And your body is very intelligent. And when you take a product like this, it goes into your body, but it is also, the body knows exactly where to put it. And I've had people who came to me and told me the problem they started taking the tea for, but then it started to address multiple other things in their bodies, from rashes, people with eczema, to burning foot bottom. One young lady walked up to me and said she's having yeast infection. If I think that the tea would help, and I said, well, I really don't know, but you should try it because you'll get benefits even if it's not for that. She took 1 cup, and she took 1 cup after multiple years of going to doctors and going through different medications that weren't working. She took 1 cup, and she took that 1 cup, that was it. The problem disappeared from her. That was miraculous in and of itself. And now she's actually selling the products now because she also has a testimony, right? And that's an opportunity that is going to be offered to you by Bishop Climate in a little while from now, to let you know that you can actually have the opportunity to work through him and to make the product available to yourself, to your friends, to your families, to your co-workers, your church family, etc. Now, the other efficacy I want to talk about, and you'll see it on your screen, to your right, I think it is, right? You'll see Zon 100. It's a capsule that is specially developed to target gut and stomach diseases. So you're talking about GERD, acid reflux. You're talking about ulcers. You're talking about H. pylori. H. pylori is ranked in the top 10 diseases that is affecting the human being in the world. Now, this capsule actually will go in the stomach and eliminate the disease. And I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it. There are friends of mine who have been on the multiple antibiotics and the different drugs that they keep rotating, because when the body gets accustomed to it, then it doesn't work as well and stuff like that. And they're off it totally now and don't need to take anything. One of my friends called me up, Bishop Carl. He called me up just around Thanksgiving time last month, and he said to me, Reverend, I'm about to eat meat. you know, um, you know, he said,
Is it my laptop?
Carl was giving it. Sorry about that, right? But my friend Bishop Carl, he said to me around Thanksgiving time, he said, Reverend, I'm about to eat meat. So he was in the kitchen and he was cooking up a storm because he could not eat meat that way for many years. And he was as excited that he had gotten the relief of his stomach to be able to do that. But here's one other thing about stomach and gut diseases. When they're operational in your stomach, they actually eat and feed on the nutrients that you should get from your food to make you healthy. And when it robs your body of that food over time, then you are actually not getting much substance in your body. In fact, there's a family friend of mine over here in London. Spoke to him a few weeks ago. He's actually suffering from from disease of the colon disease, and all these diseases are caused from the gut, from the stomach. So I want to encourage you to stay healthy, to be healthy, to do the best you possibly can, to invest in your health, in your body. I lost a daughter of mine just on the weekend, and we spoke so many times last week, and by Saturday she was dead, and that thing really shook me up. And I tell you, that thing shook me up really badly. And I just wish she was on the products. I'm just trying to say to you, don't don't spare yourself to invest in your health. You need it. You need it, and I want to encourage you to do that. So it was my honor to share this bit of information with you. I hope you've learned a lot. I hope you're preparing your questions also to ask of us. We'd be happy to share our to answer your question as much as we possibly can. And I want to encourage you, get on the product. It's going to help you, and you will feel the difference it makes in your life.
Amen and amen. What a blessing it is. So quickly, you are there, you are watching. So, there's many things that I want to be able to discuss here. First of all, there are people that are watching. We can be able to see here. Pastor Patricia is on. Uh, Please, if you have any question, please feel free to ask right now.
But before we jump on to questions, you were in Jamaica and we took you to the tea garden.
Uh-huh.
And you sat in that garden, enjoyed all the facility and the relaxation of it and so on. And we gave you tea to drink that day. You could have drank as much tea as you wanted, right? So I think you need to tell your audience about your personal experience and
No,
testimony.
it was so funny. It was very, very funny, because what happened here is when we went to that garden. For me, I'm a person who like to put things practical.
Right.
So he said, okay, prepare the bishop tea. Okay, fine. I was taken to the garden. I saw where the tea comes from. I saw the leaf came. I just couple of leaves. And first of all, the tea was so nice. The smell, the cinnamon is so
Aroma. Yes.
In the aroma is so amazing. So I was drinking, I was given one cup of tea. But it is the following day when I realized how powerful that thing is. You know, from where we went back to Kingston,
Right.
and from there I traveled to
Montego Bay.
Montego Bay to Mobe. So this is where I was. This is where I stayed overnight, right? And you go around eating. There's a lot of stuff to eat in Jamaica. There's a
Right.
lot of stuff, nice stuff. So you wanna eat, you wanna eat, you wanna eat, you wanna eat this. So the following morning, I had to travel back to Kingston because that is where my flight was. But as I was traveling, when you're leaving Mobe, Montego Bay, you come across this big plantation. Before you get to that white,
Sevens Bay.
what called is it's called white what Ross Park, something like that. What's it called?
Oh, the that's the white witch of
Yes,
Rosal.
but before
Before you get to Rosal,
before you get there, suddenly my stomach was no, 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 I need to go to the toilet, man. But it was not paining. There was no pain, but you
Right.
feel. But it's when I had to stop. When I went to the toilet, in life, I have never. When I went, it's like something cleansed me
Right.
inside. I, when I went there, I relieved myself, and I felt so good. But something strange happened. Actually, I realized a lot of stuff we have in the stomach
Yeah.
is rubbish.
Yes.
That is when I know that.
That's where diseases are born.
A lot of stuff you are there right now. Maybe you have a big stomach or you have big intestine, whatever it is.
Yeah.
A lot of it
Clogged up.
is clogged up, and it was boom, and I felt so good. And to be honest, I really thank God. But I feel sorry for the people who owns the toilet there because it was so. But and I realized suddenly my waist and everything I'm talking about, I've just slipped.
Yeah.
And that is why I made sure that I said, what, this thing really works. And one of the things that I know is especially is from God. So this is a very powerful testimony. That is
Yes.
why I believe
Yes.
in this product. And you are there right now. It says Maxine Marshall. She's asking where in Jamaica my sister can buy it. So if you want to be able to buy it in Jamaica, we'll give you the details. But we have the website that is there, thehealingplants.net. You can be able to go over there. You can order. For those who are in Jamaica,
They can they can actually buy the product through your website.
Yes.
And we can either deliver it or arrange delivery
Yes.
in Jamaica.
So if you have relatives in Jamaica, you can buy through the website, and then it can be delivered to your all whatever the place they are in Jamaica, it can be delivered to them. So that's what's going to be. Anne Marie, she's asking a very interesting question. And she says, my son is being given a lot of tablets, which I'm fighting to get them removed from, and they are not helping him. Can my son take this even if he's still taking the medication?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. And and a point I didn't get the chance to make is that with our product there is no side effect. There's no side effect.
Mm.
So you can actually take our product with medication. And there are people who have taken our product with their medication, and then after a while, they don't need the medication anymore. In fact, some doctors have also told us that for people who are taking like chemotherapy, if they're taking the tea at the same time, the chemotherapy is easier on them
Than the people who are not.
than the people who are not on the tea. So that's just some more information to pass on to you. But there are absolutely no side effect. It's a natural product.
Mhm.
Professor Errol Morrison, he said it is ginger, just that it is a hybrid ginger. It's not your normal ginger, and he's known in Jamaica for having worked in the field of diabetes for years, and he's also one of the persons who are on this tea every single day.
Now, I know for sure I have overheard a lot of people with diabetes. Can you explain to some people that are there? There's a lot of people who were on insulin
Yes.
for quite a long time.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but after the how this is one thing that really amazes me is that there are people with that. For example, you can even prophetess there. I have taken it and my blood sugar went down. I remember
Yes.
that's our prophetess Precious.
Yes.
For a while, so she was one of the first people who
Right.
actually got this when
Yes.
it came.
Yes.
So she started taking. So she called me and she says, Dad, can you come and see? I says, what is it? So I thought she kept bothering me on the phone. I need you to come and see. So I went down to her office. Says, you know one thing, I think something happened. I says, what really happened? He says, I think my blood sugar is just gone down. You know, actually, even as I speak to you right now, she just came from hospital check.
Right.
About no, I've been away for 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. 3 4 weeks ago, and the doctors told her, I believe so. I don't know if she can be able to testify this. I believe from the report that she told me. She told me when that the doctor says that they've taken her off from this
Medications.
the management.
Oh, okay.
You
So she
know
don't
where.
have to keep going.
No. You know where with if you got high blood sugar,
Yes.
this is which is diabetes. They put you on a management. So no, they said, no, we don't need you anymore. We don't need you. Just go.
Right.
Just go. And that is a powerful testimony.
Absolutely.
It is a powerful testimony. And, you know, people of God, God has a way of which He takes care of His people. And we need to discern and to know it.
Yeah.
And especially for me, I'm very sensitive when it comes to healing. Because you see, sometimes this is what I tell people. So I'm going to say this. If you find anybody who says he's a healer, but he does not understand herbals, is not really a true. Because when God puts you in the ministry of healing, He will educate you about three things. One, He will educate you about the human body. Two, He'll educate you about things in the spirit. And three, is going to educate you things in the natural.
That you must take.
Because even when you look in the prophet, for example, when King Hezekiah was about to die, the Bible tells you he was sick unto death. That means he was going to die. And the prophet gave him the prophecy. But he told him, he took some leaves of fig leaves.
Right.
And we don't know, but you can see the man of God is not mad to go and pick up fig leaves unless he knows what he is doing.
The value of it.
The value
medicinal
of it, yes.
value of it.
We are having here another question. Says here, it says, Pastor Patricia is asking, thank you so much, is asking here, can the tea be drunk as an anti-aging tea?
Anti-aging.
Aging. Now, I know that one. She is into beauty, and she's actually an expert.
Right.
She's actually an expert in beauty. Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Well, there are people who operate in the holistic medicine care who actually recommends the tea. Now, the truth is that multiple things cause aging. And if this takes care of the different things we're talking about,
Then
it must.
It must, yeah.
And not just that, but I mentioned earlier that it has helped a lot of people with eczema, the worst case of eczema. I'm talking about where people are literally bleeding from the rashes on their skin.
But but I don't know if people really know what causes eczema. Let me explain this from my own understanding. You know very well, like I said before, God has been using me, but I have an understanding. What really causes eczema is actually a bacteria that works on your nerves. And then it sends a signal from the nerve to the head. So that's the reason why. And then the more you scratch, the more the bacteria multiplies, and it makes things worse. You see that now. So now when what you say, it makes sense. What can I say to make sense? Because if you drink this and is an anti what do you call it, inflammatory, whatever it is. So definitely, because a lot of problems, a lot of health issues make people to be old. For example, I just came from Africa, and this is what I did. When I was in Africa, I said, okay, let me just rush and go to my town where I come from. So when I went there and I was asking for one particular fella, and I says, oh, the guy is in there, is in somewhere there. He's eating from the, what do you call it?
Garbage.
From the garbage and everything. So, I said, this guy was my classmate, whatever it is. Let me go and reach out. Let me find out where he is. I went to check out for him because, it's rainy season.
Right.
When I went over there, when you look at him, he's so old. So old. I mean, you can see he's so old. Why? Because when I spoke to him, he had health issues.
Right.
So you see somebody with a health issue, suddenly you start looking old. And sometimes when you begin to see your body is crumbling in and you're looking old, it's a sign to let you know that something is dying
Yes.
within you.
Correct.
So you need to take an action.
Yes.
You need to take an action as soon as possible. And this tea is able to deal with all matter of things. So
Inside.
yeah.
And that's one of the things. I did an executive um, check recently, and when I was hooked up to the machine, within half an hour the machine reads every organ in your body, and when the result came out, the doctor looked at me and she said to me, fortunately for you, you have been consistent in taking the tea.
And that's the key.
Yeah, yeah. So what this tea does, it does far more than what the science is saying, and that is because it has over 500, you could say, phytochemical compounds in there that modern science don't even know what they are.
Wow.
And that's why people take it and they get results for things that we didn't even know about, or we couldn't say. Because your body's intelligent. When it receives something, it goes to work and it deals with whatsoever it is that is most important to deal with in your body. And then it keeps moving on to other things. So it's very important to be consistent.
When you drink it, you have to be
Yes.
consistent to get the results.
Consistent and dosage is also important. If you have underlying sickness, like you're dealing with diabetes, you're dealing with hypertension, depending on what stage you're at, it's best you're on 2-3 cups per day.
So 2-3 cups.
Yes, because for that group of people who did the clinicals,
Uh-huh.
they drank like 4 cups per day,
A day.
and the
Wow.
results was just
So
amazing.
so we can say consistency is the key to
Consistency
breaking.
is key.
It's
It
key.
is
It's
key.
key.
I mean, if you don't eat every day,
Yes.
if you don't eat every day, then you're not doing anything good for your
What
body.
you're saying is true because, for example, this is something that I tell people. People really sometimes mess things up, and I'm just gonna share with you that you are. Then I want you to listen this. For example, when we, because for me, I do a lot of research. I do a lot of research. I'm so curious, but I'm also interested with medical.
Right.
I spend thousands and thousands of pounds every year just doing research all by myself,
Right.
and as I'm led by the Spirit.
Right.
Because you may not, because sometimes you have to flow with the Spirit of God, and as a man of God, you have to understand that, and these are some of the things. But also you need to have aware about the medical and other things. So that is why, for example, in our ministry, in our church, we don't tell people, "Oh, come off medication." No, 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 no. I cannot do that because there are people who don't have faith.
Correct.
And if you tell them to come off, they will drop down.
Correct.
Correct. Just can you imagine if there was no medication, a lot of Christians would have died. Because some of them, what they think is they have faith is not faith. It's just a feeling. And we understand because faith comes by hearing. But when somebody has faith and they feel it's the right time, then they make that decision. I can come in agreement with them, but they have to make that decision.
Correct.
So what I'm trying to say here is, let's say, for example, let's take TB. TB is a very dangerous disease.
Tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis, yeah.
Yes.
So what I realized here is I saw, for example, not one, not two, but I've seen my friends, because where we come from, TB is quite very, it's rampant there. That's why when you come to this country, the first thing that they do if you're from Africa, come from, they inject you with
vaccine
vaccine for that. Because what happened was, the people start medication, they stop. So what happened? The virus now
Takes over.
takes over. It's like a roach. It's like a cockroach.
Right.
So what it does here? It mutates,
Yes.
and it now that tablet, that medicine is not able to kill it now. Actually, now it uses that medication or that tablet to actually to protect itself against itself.
Right.
So what you realize is that I know, like now, for example, I just came from the village, and I was asked for 3 people, and I told them they were dead. It's so sad. And what were they dead for? TB.
Yeah.
Okay, I asked a question. Did they not? No, he says no. They started the medication. They stopped. They stopped. And then now that TB becomes immune
Right.
against the. But with this, it's totally different because this is a natural product.
Was designed by God.
By God.
For the body.
For the body. So now the diseases and other things, they cannot mutate against this because there's not a man-made.
Correct.
But the most important thing that when you get your tea, when you get your zone Teasan tea, you've heard what my friend, my brother say here is be consistent. Yeah. Consistent is the key to breakthrough. Once you start it, you don't stop it until you finish the dosage that is there.
I want to talk about two other things,
Mm-hmm.
because among the population of men,
Mm-hmm.
1 in 4 black men end up with prostate issues,
That's correct. Yes.
and 1 in 8 Caucasian
Mm-hmm.
men end up with prostate issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people all the time, it is so easy to sell this product, and I don't go anywhere without the product.
Mm-hmm.
So like in my backpack,
Yeah.
I left home with my backpack
Mm-hmm.
with products, and by the time I got here, everything was gone. And
yes.
I travel with it
Mm-hmm.
every day because I can just count 1, 2, 3, 4 men, as long as they are 45 over 50. I can just count 1, 2, 3, 4, and I go to that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you look like 50. I go to him. What? You look like 60, and you can be assured that the need is there.
But do you know how many people have died? I'm talking about it. I know people even with money, so rich,
Yes.
but they died of prostate cancer.
Yes.
Men. Yet their
Yes.
money could not save them.
Yes.
Yet, if they had just,
Yes.
and there are people today who could be alive.
Yes, just if they had what to help them. We have some studies done, some case studies done,
Mm-hmm.
and every single man with prostate issues that took our product got benefits. We can speak for it.
Some of those testimonies are on YouTube. We're gonna link them. If you are there right now, you'll be able to see after this program. You'll be able to see some of those testimonies of people that have life have changed.
Yes,
but talk about this issue about men. You are there. You don't wanna. You see, there are people who have lost their fathers, their grandfathers.
Yes.
And that process is so painful.
It runs through some families.
Yes, it is so painful because you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Because it get to a point where there's no turning back.
Correct.
So you could instead of you right now be left as an orphan, be left as a widow.
Yes.
Be left as not nobody with no grandfather, whatever it is. This just taking this tea, it could save their lives.
Yes.
And they will stay longer for you to see them, for you to be with them, and for you. So you say there are 2 issues. So one of them is prostate. The other one?
Well, let me go a little further.
Yes.
Because the tea also helps with the stick.
Okay.
So some wives might be very excited to hear.
So we're talking about what do you call it? It's called
the stick.
The stick, yes, stick.
If it helps with the prostate,
yes,
it helps with the stick.
Here in England, we call it what premature. What call it?
you're talking about erectile dysfunction.
Dysfunction, yes, that's it.
It helps with erectile
no,
dysfunction.
it's okay. You know, we have to tell people there because
the stick.
Because
the wives know about the stick.
Yeah.
Some of the others don't know about this.
The wives know the stick.
The wife knows about the stick.
So we're not talking about erectile dysfunction at the moment.
Yes,
we're talking about with the stick.
Well, erectile dysfunction is one of the problems that may exist with the stick.
Okay.
Right? And
so I want to hear, how does it help with the stick? If someone does not have erectile dysfunction, how does this thing help with the stick?
Well, it is helping with the stick. If it helps with the prostate, that would affect the stick. Then it make the stick stronger.
Stronger. What about longer?
I don't know about the length.
No.
To be able to stay.
I'm talking about
endurance.
I'm talking about the endurance.
Listen, most times men suffer from these issues is because of health issues or aging. Right? Professor Errol Morrison said it is excellent for aging diseases. So it helps with male health and it helps with female's health. Right? So for men, right, it is purifying in so many ways, helping with the prostate to bring the PSA down and in line, and then in the process, the performance that comes from a male is also much better.
It's incredible.
Yes, because you have better blood flow.
Wow.
Right, and how the male is designed by God to function.
Okay, so now this
is going to help you to perform better, Pastor.
This talks about 30 portion. So if I drink all this at once,
oh man,
what's going to happen to me?
Well, you know what? A lady, we have her testimony. Her uncle gave her.
Stephen is there. Stephen Borongo. You need this one. You hear that it helps with your stick. It's very, very important. Yes. Yes, go ahead. Yes, you said
right.
lady.
A lady was given a can of tea by her uncle. She just put it on her shelf, didn't pay any attention, and she found herself dying. She was alone at home. She sent in her testimony to us, and she said, in that she knew she was dying, and she said the thought just came back to her about the tea her uncle gave her. She drank up a whole pack in one day.
In one day.
Yes.
A whole pack.
A whole pack, and came back to life to be able to tell the testimony. And
I'm just saying this. I'm not suggesting this to anybody, but something is just coming in my spirit. Let me ask you a question. If, let's say, for example, this is me. Please, it is my own opinion. I want to say this, please. This is a disclaimer to everybody. This is just coming in my head now. Let's say you have some serious issues. It could be stomach, it could be ulcers, it could be whatever it is. This is what I will suggest to myself. I will take 1 or 2 days in a week where I'm just fasting and I just drink this tea. While I am fasting, I'm drinking that tea. So by the time the food is going to look for food, it finds that tea. Because for me, this is what I do. This is before I found this tea.
Right.
Now I'm drinking this. This is before I found this tea. Okay. So what I've done throughout the years is that I've developed a pattern, right? So when it comes to fasting days, because in our church we fast 52 weeks in a year, right? Minus when we are having special occasion.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why this thing interests me, because this tea. And I know God took me to Jamaica to go and see the place and see where it comes from, because God knows I will understand it.
Right.
And I believe this is a gift to the world.
I believe that.
For those who are going to see. So what I've done here is I develop a pattern where when I'm fasting, because I take vitamins and other things, because you see, I'm a person that works 24 hours. And what we need to understand that when you are working so hard,
demanding so much from your body,
so it's demanding so much. So it's the nutrients I just get
to put it back in.
Extra. And that is what many people don't do. You work so hard, whatever it is,
you don't give back to your body.
So the body, to an extent where now the body even goes deeper to your bones, goes deeper and begin to take, because it has to take. It's like a car. If you don't fuel your car, it's gonna start taking the dirt. from the tank.
It's like a donkey. If you work the donkey,
Uh-huh.
you work the cow, and you don't put the nutrition in the donkey or the cow, they're just going to drop down in the field one day.
And that's exactly what happened. So what I've done here is I started to study. Thank God for this. I really started to study about nutrients and everything. So I came with particular vitamins, things like B12, B complex,
Right.
A to Z, which includes zinc.
Zinc.
We're talking about. It's good that I realized it is also has got some powerful ingredients onto this. So
18 of the 20 amino
D3
acids
because I live here in Europe. Here in UK, we don't have much sun. Sorry to say this. I'm not being racist, whatever it is. I'm a black man, okay? Right. And when you are a black person in Europe, your health is at risk because you don't see the sun as much as should be. So your body is not producing vitamin D as it should be. And remember, there are some things that are needed to produce to make sure that the calcium does not become poison in your own body. That's the reason why you see people go heart attack and everything. Because so what? And most of the time we spend time in the office. Today we were been together. You saw I couldn't even move. I just one phone call to another phone call. By the time we realized the day is gone. Okay, so I'm not going to sit down like stupid and just wait until the time when bad things will happen. I have to think. You have only one house to rent, your body that you live in. The day when you leave that body, you cannot rent somebody's body. So you need from today to understand Jesus says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. The most important person that you need to love is you. And you're going to have to understand you have a choice because the choices that you make today will determine you are tomorrow. If you don't want to spend time in the hospital, if you don't want to spend time in hospital bed for months in pain, in agony, if you don't want to go through knife, if you don't want to go through coma and coming out and all that kind of stuff, then make the right decision today. Because you see, you go to the hospital. You go to the hospital, you see people bandaged. You see people, their skin breaking down. You see people all over the place. And I look at it. And we can say, this is what we people we do. Oh God, I bind that. I don't want to, God, I pray in the name of Jesus, God, or whatever your religion is, God, whatever is, oh, I don't want to ever be in this position. That is just a wish. You see, we wish, but we are completely doing opposite. Because you see, what you do today, what you are doing today with your body will determine you are tomorrow. For example, my grandma, my grandma, she's late now. My grandma, by the time she was in her 60s, whatever, she could not stand up straight. I was young. And I used to see her crying in pain, crying in pain, crying in pain, and crying in pain. It was so much pain, so much pain, so much pain. And then one day I overheard her speaking. As she was growing up and everything, she was carrying bananas, all kind of stuff, whatever. She overworked her body. So by the time she hit 70, the body is like a body of 200 years old person. You are there right now. You see, I need you from today to understand that your biggest wealth that you have or you'll ever possess is your health. And as long as you got good health, you will enjoy life, you will be happy, and you will be able even to earn more, produce more, become more. And that is why the reason why I love this product is it's been tested in many things. And it's, for me, I say like the way it is. This one is like magic from God. When we talk about magic, magic is not evil. We have taken that word and associated it with evil. But actually, when God was performing, the Bible miracles is actually magic. Because when you talk about miracles today, people that have disintegrated and they have the word miracles that even it makes no sense. But when we talk about magic, we're talking about something that can appear, something that can change. So you are there right now. Don't wait until they admit you in the hospital. Don't wait until you collapse. Don't wait until you hear that they have to cut you, to put another something in your heart, to put something in your brain, to put something in your kidney. You can today remember every long journey begins with a simple step. Every long journey begins with a single step. And I know some people are saying, oh, but prophet, and this want to be able to ask because the price of it is high price. And I know why. One is because, you see, this is not a cheap thing. What it can sort out, it can wipe out thousands and thousands and millions of hospital bills out of your life. It can stop you. There are people that I know. I was over on the I was over again on my village, and I was speaking to people there, and they were telling me about a particular man. This man was a very rich man before, very rich man. It was very, very rich, so rich. But when I went, he's closed everywhere down. He sold this, he sold that. Even they were showing me a place that says, "Oh, Dr. Wiseman, do you want to buy this place? This is a place that you couldn't even get in." And they're throwing at the same time, they're throwaway price, but the man health deteriorated. His eyesight, high blood pressure, diabetes, and now he is selling everything for medication, everything. And I was just asking somebody, why would he not even leave anything for his children? Not even. He's selling everything, everything, everything. So my question, the Bible says a good man leaves inheritance for his children. What good will it do? And I know, yes, you can say I have a right to it. It's my money anyway. But why do you have to spend your money on medication when you can spend that money? If that man was selling all those houses to go to the Caribbean, to go to America, to Dubai and other places, enjoy himself, okay, I can understand. But where you have to be spending all that money, you have to sell your house, sell everything, just to be able to get your where your health is concerned. That is why today you can start that process. Today you can begin
Invest in
to
your health.
invest in your health, so you can be healthy, wealthy, and wise. So
I want to speak to two things
Mhm,
here, because healing is a process
mhm, mhm,
with your food, with your medicine, and so on.
mhm,
The average doctor, sometimes depending on the diagnosis of the patient, will recommend that a patient be on a product between 3 and 6 months.
uh-huh.
And I'm saying that because sometimes people have it in their mind that it must be a snap thing. It does a snap for some people, but you don't know the condition of a person's body.
Correct.
And people need to learn to be consistent and to allow the thing to work, because you might think you want it to work for this particular thing, but when it
Mhm.
goes in your body in its intelligence send it to work on something else that you might not be seeing, or
Even
the
you
doctor
are
might
not.
not be seeing.
Uh-huh.
Right? There's a person that I know. Person actually works with me, and normally when it comes around to her cycle, she would both be vomiting and tweeing at the same time, that kind of a thing, and she went on the tea, and within the time and to her next cycle, I didn't even know why she was taking the tea. Yeah. She eventually came and shared with me that that's the problem she was having, and since she has been on the tea, that the problem has been a whole lot less. But the good thing about her is that she has been consistent, and
Consistently.
it keep on reducing. But then she also told me that she had certain warts and stuff like that on her body, that if something touch it or brush against it, it would be so excruciating, in pain,
Plain.
and then she came and said, you know what, this problem is now leaving me.
No
it
more.
doesn't hurt anymore. So you got to understand when you're taking natural medicine, you've got to give it the time to work because you don't know what the body needs, and
Hmm.
you need to trust the process and allow it to work
I love what you're saying. You
on what is
have to trust the process.
right.
You know, it may be there are people who work immediately. There are people, but the most important thing either is working immediately, but the most important thing is the process. Because remember,
Yeah,
when you take that tea, it takes a while. Because remember, also you have a lot of other stuff in your body.
and you don't even
So
know.
you don't even know, and not only that, you've eaten a lot of stuff. So it's gonna take a while for it
To
to work
purge out
through,
all,
to
yes,
purge out all that.
yes, yes.
So today we would like to offer this tea. You are there. If you are there right now, you can book it. Yes.
There's something before you go to that. There's something
Mm.
as I wanted to mention.
Go
I
ahead.
said two things, and it's important that I mention this one, especially for ladies out there that is listening, because dysmenorrhea is a problem that a lot of ladies have.
Hmm.
Talking about during their cycle, they have a whole lot of period
Hmm.
pains and
Hmm.
cramps
Hmm.
and all kind of things, right? And there's also the problem. We've had people with endometriosis, I think the word is, right? That has to do with their womb. It sometimes stop ladies from getting pregnant and all
Wow.
kind, losing babies and all kind of things. We've had
With
people
miscarriage and all that kind of
all
stuff.
that kind of a stuff, right? We've had people who have been on our tea, taking 3, 4 cups a day, and are shocked at the results that they get
Wow.
over time. Also lactating mothers when they're on our tea, they produce more milk
Wow.
than usual. Just sharing those information with you. I don't know which one fit you, right? But maybe it's your daughter, maybe it's your aunt, maybe it's your cousin, you know. But we do want for you to know the various possibilities when you take our product. The Zon 100 capsule that we spoke to you about earlier for stomach diseases is designed for that, right? That is soon to come.
It's soon to come.
It's soon to come.
So we just put it
We
over
just
there.
put it
It's
up.
soon to come.
It's
Yeah.
soon to come.
Yes.
Yes.
Now this is fantastic. Whatever we've had now, as we are coming. Normally we have today. I want to give an offer to the people that are really watching. If you are there, and especially if you are in London or in Europe, normally the tea goes for
60
260
US
US dollars.
per 10 online.
Yeah, 260 US dollars. And those who are going to purchase it today, no, those who are going to purchase it today, you're going to get 30%
Discount.
discount. 30% discount. So if you are interested, those who are in Jamaica, is 260 US dollars. But if you are there right now, you have been watching this program, whatever you've been watching it right now, you can be able to get it with minus 30 percent. Minus 30% will give you the price right now. Somebody's working on the price. They're going to be able to drop it there right now quickly. I want to be able to encourage you here right now. You can go to the healingplants.net. It's there right now. That is our website. Go in there. But also, I really want to be able to share something. For me, when I saw this coming through, I was really encouraged. And some of you, maybe you are there right now, and you have been trusting God not only for healing but also for wealth. I want to be able to encourage you today through. So for those who are actually be able to purchase today, you can get it for 182 US dollars. Can you imagine that? That's 30% of 182 US dollars. You can be able to get it today. Today. This is an offer for you if you're watching right now. You better make sure we're gonna drop the link there right now quickly. And just give us like about an hour, just an hour to be able to make sure that we got the links right. Because there's something else we really wanted to be able to share with you. So everybody that today, even those in Jamaica, 180 US dollars right now. Anyone that is watching this program today, remember this offer is today, and when you will be, we will be getting ready to give you a coupon. A coupon that will be the coupon will be just Bishop, including capital Bishop, and then it's gonna give you an automatic. It's going to give you an automatic discount of 30%. Now, so you know what happened when this is now. Let me talk to you. I always tell people: number one, I'm a man of God. Number two, I'm a businessman. And what I realized here is I was praying about it, and I said, God, you know what you have, and the Spirit of God led me to develop something very interesting to do with this, because you see, there is a lot of believers that are there. It's not only this is going to heal you. It's not only it's going to heal you, restore you, whatever the situation, but also it is going. Listen to me. It's also this product is also going to help you to put money into your pocket. Now, how do you do that? The Bible tells us, "He that waters others, himself also will." And for me, when I saw it working, I brought it. Now, my question here is, how do we get into that? If you are there today, you can become one of the distributors of this. And if you are one of through our website there right now, you can become a local distributor wherever you are with us. Because what happens here is we have a special executive club where you join in. Once you join in into the special executive, you are able to get a special discount. Then what you need to do, you get it at a wholesale price. Yeah, for example, you can get it, for example, at 181, 87, 82, and you can sell it at 260. So how much is 200? How much is 260 minus 100? Let's see how much money you can be able to make here. Can you imagine? You will be making for every tea that you use. You are making 78 in this. Is it right? Is it right? This is over 260. 260 minus 1 is it's 72. 1.260 minus 182. So you will be making about 78 dollars. See, it's not only helping people, it's not only serving the family, at the same time to you if you only sell 10 in a day, that is 780 dollars. When you look at and I'm interested to say someone who Wiseman, and I want this product also to be more into this point where only I'm helping people to be good, and also be able to help them. Even this concept, perhaps you need to do, like and I'm talking about this is so powerful because you can start using the social media instead of using it for other stuff that doesn't add value. You can start using it to advertise this product and this each every person that's already in the product for you making you make some of money. You're making $78 customers. That's a lot. This one here, you can do this is so powerful. This is so powerful. So this is 78. You can come back to 60 pounds. 60 pounds. Can you imagine? All you have to do is to tell your friends, let them buy the product. You're saving lives. You are helping your friends, your family to live more healthy lives at the same time. You also become Jesus gives all information about it. Today, anyone that's going to promote themselves today, going to get fast discount because products are Having, yeah. Hello, can you hear me now? It's much more better. There. If you can hear me, yes, yes. I think there was a. So what I was trying to say, I don't know if people heard me, and I say here is it's not only, and I know when you brought for me, what God brought into my heart is not only we can help with helping our family, friends to regain their health, but also it can be it can also be help you financially. So if you out there right now and maybe you're looking for an extra income, a residual income, you can invest into this product. You can invest in this product today. You can buy two, and whatever you buy, you're going to get 30% discount, and you can sell it at full price. Remember, there's nowhere else across the world. Everybody, whatever is full price, whatever it is, only today, and you can sell it. Remember, for each every product that you sell, you are saving about $78. This is about 61 pounds. Can you imagine if you are just to sell 10? You have enough money for Christmas. You have enough money to for the new year. And can you imagine if you're just to sell 10 every week? Or every week, that's we're talking about every week. If you sell 10 every week, 780 pounds. That's 780 pounds. Can you imagine if you were to sell that four times in a day? That is about so that's about 3,000. 3,120 pounds, $20 a month. Can you imagine? 3,000. Can you imagine that? You not only you are healthy, but you are wealthy. Because one of the things that God put in my heart is to empower the people of God. Because imagine when you have 3,120 US dollars into your life, talking about this is almost about what? This is almost about 2,400 pounds right now. And you've just been selling it while you're sitting at home. Guess what happened here is you have enough money to give to the gospel. You have enough money to bless your family, to bless yourself, and you have enough money to invest it back into the stock. Right. So, and also, if you really need training more on this product, please get in touch with us. Get in touch with us. The website is there right now. I'll drop a number that is there. It says here now. It says, "Oh yes, it's better now." The people watching over the place, and it says here now. So quickly, it says, "Thank you so much." The sound. They say, "Can we buy product in Jamaica at buy?" Yeah, Hudson, right? Yes, you can buy it. You're much more. It says here right behind Spanish. You can buy. Okay, that's okay.
I would I would suggest for those who are in Jamaica,
Mhm.
I would suggest that they purchase a product online.
Yes.
Purchase a product online from the site that Bishop Climate is telling you about,
Mhm.
because you're actually going to get it cheaper
Cheaper.
purchasing it online from him. So 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 that's one point. But in terms of you getting the product in your hand, you just need to give to him your information. He will send your information to our ordering department, and the products they will call you from Jamaica and arrange as to how you can actually get the product. So it's a very easy process. You just need to go ahead, make your purchase, and he will make the arrangement so that you can have be contacted and the product be delivered to you, or you pick the product up, but arrangement will have to be made for you to get it. And we ship the product all across the island of Jamaica via Knotsford Express. For those of you who may not be in the Spanish Town, Kingston area, if you're in the Spanish Town area, certainly you can pick the product up at our church. If you don't have, how should I put it, if you don't have the facility to purchase it online, then you can speak with Bishop Wiseman on that as well, and we can make
We got an arrangement for you too.
to get it. Yes.
Yeah. So for more information for those who are there, I'm dropping a WhatsApp number. I know there are people that are asking. Please, can you put that WhatsApp number on the screen for me? Put that WhatsApp number on the screen for me so we can be able to get this as soon as possible to purchase now. So I'm gonna drop a number that is there, so you can be able to see it. Yeah. So we have this number here to purchase now. If you want to be able to purchase now, is the WhatsApp number. That's the WhatsApp number. Send me your interests. If it does not matter where you are in the world, even if you are in Jamaica, we can make an arrangement where you can be able to pay it locally where you are. So please send me the WhatsApp number is there. If you are there right now, you want to say, one thing, I really want it today. I really want it today. So my suggestion will be, I need you to get yourself ready because we want to be able to make sure that we don't want you to miss this opportunity that which God has provided for you. So that's the number there, please. For more information, you are there. Yes, this is my sister is in Spanish. How can she buy? Text me on that number. Maxine Marshall, text me on that number that is there. Text it there right now on the WhatsApp. Let me know you're interested to it. We'll make sure you get this product at a discounted price. Remember, this one is only for the telecast.
Yes.
If you go there right now, if you try to buy Jamaica, you're gonna buy it for $260. But only this time within the next 24 hours. Within the next 24 hours. For those who are in UK, those who are in United Kingdom, it is available. You can come, you can pick it up, you can buy it on the website, and we can get it delivered for you before Christmas. In Jesus' name.
I wanted to add something to, because
Yes, go ahead.
sometimes you meet upon people who wants to argue about the price.
Okay.
Why is this product so expensive?
And that's yes. Go ahead, go ahead,
etc.
please.
etc.
I really wanted you to ask that question. I really wanted you to answer. Yes.
Right. And if you notice the amount of information that I could have given to you about the history, about the science, the research, have you ever considered just how much it costs just to do these research? This company actually spent about 10, 12 years before it put out the first product. And the first product that it put out was the Teasan. The second product is coming out soon, which is the Zon 100 capsule, right? But it's years of research. It costs an amazing amount of money to be able to do all these research on natural products, and that's why more products are not being developed from plants, because it is so expensive to do it. Now, with that said, it is a whole process of getting this thing done. And it's just like you go and you see a tree out there, but you don't know the value of that tree. You don't know what it's good for. you know no science is done on it, no work is done on it. And if you just go into your doctor's office and sit down with the doctor for a couple of minutes and he tell you a couple of things, you've got to pay. You've got to pay quite a bit of money just for that, plus the medication that he's going to be giving to you afterwards. Now, the company has gone through a whole lot of work through multiple universities across the world, etc., to be able to know exactly the efficacy of this plant and its value. So when you purchase this product, you're purchasing something that the science has been done on, and we can give you so much information. And we have to,
This one is not from the bush doctor.
Correct. And not to mention the painstaking process of growing, and then the set up factory to be able to process. And it's a whole lot of process and a whole lot of regulations you've got to go to make sure that what is coming out is of excellent quality. Even on the can, the packaging, this represents Jamaica a whole lot, and I'm sure you look at it and you know that this is a very attractive package. But apart from that, it is also sealed. You can't see it from where you are right now, but there's a seal to make sure that it is delivered to you sealed. So make sure that the seal is on it when you purchase. So just to give to you some information, but to be honest, if I should name this product, this broadcast or this presentation, I would say invest in your health, because your health is your wealth. And if you don't have a healthy body, there are things that you're not going to be able to do. I've seen people get sick and it takes even the smile away from their faces. I want to encourage you to invest in yourself so that you can fulfill your purpose and your destiny upon the face of the earth. It was a great opportunity to be here with you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What a blessing it is today, my friend. So if you are there right now, please, for me to be able to afford this, say whatever it is, but I'm able, I need the money to do whatever it is. I need the, I'm able. Don't worry right now, Anne Marie. God is going to supply your needs for you to be able to afford this. So, man of God, I want to say thank you so much for
Yes.
coming, and we're going to have more broadcast of this. So please keep tuning in. If you out there right now, it does not matter where you are watching, whatever you are. I want to let you know that all things are possible to whom that believe it. May God bless you. God keep you.
Amen.
And check on our website right now for more information. If you out there right now, you are watching this, check it right now. Go through the website, you'll find more information, and I know that everything will be okay. May God bless you. Any last word that you have for people that are watching?
Yes, certainly.
Final word,
Well,
yes,
well,
go
well
ahead.
let me express my
Yes,
appreciation
okay.
for you having me here
Thank you.
and for being able to share the
Hmm.
value and the worth of this product with the nations that have gathered with us today. It is my belief. The lady we mentioned, she
Mm.
said God was going to bless this farm with a plant that the world will demand. What this one plant is doing. So we're not talking about taking some from here and taking some from
Mm-mm.
here and mixing it up together. What this one plant consists of and the diseases that this plant is helping people with are some of the most dangerous diseases on the planet, from cancer to diabetes to hypertension to gut and stomach diseases and all that.
There was one particular one you're talking about. Sorry about the name. The word is the stomach issue. What's it
Yes,
called? It's called that.
yes. Uh, for the stomach in particular, people struggle with things like GERD, acid reflux, H. pylori. H.
Yeah,
pylori
no,
is
to
one
talk
of the
about H. pylori quickly, just a few
right,
minutes. You stop
right.
there. It's very.
H. pylori is considered to be one of the top 10 most dangerous diseases that affects the human body.
Mm.
So when one has H. pylori, for example, right, it eats all the nutrients from the food, so your body don't get it. So it's like it
That's
takes over.
serious.
It's like it takes over your stomach, and that's why these things lead into sometimes stomach cancers and
Because
stuff of that kind.
you are eating food,
Right.
you are eating food,
But
but
your body
whatever you
not
are
getting
eating,
your body not
this
getting it,
H is sucking it out.
taking all
It's
the
take
nutrients.
out of it. So you have a monster inside you.
Correct, correct. And over the years, doctors have been um, um, prescribing things like different antibiotics and stuff like that. And when the body get too used to it, they
And I
rotate them.
remember one of the trials that they did. We were talking to me about with this tea. It destroyed. It was able to remove that issue.
Yeah, the capsule helps a lot
The
against
capsules.
the tea does as well.
Hmm.
The tea does, but in a slower process, because
Yes.
but the capsule is designed specifically for gut and stomach disease, and your gut and your stomach health is your most important health, and that's why it is said that the most of the disease that human beings struggle with, it comes from the gut,
From
from
the
the
gut.
stomach. So you have got to be more careful about your stomach health, your gut health, and that's why we try to say to people, hey, this is a breakthrough product. This is a very important
Wow.
product that is coming on the market.
Wow.
So yeah. But people will get some help from the tea with their gut and their stomach issues. That's where I started to get my first help with my gut and stomach, from the tea,
Mm.
and then I moved on to taking the capsule.
Wow. You heard that. You heard that. So People of God, you've heard it. Get yourself ready. May God bless you. May God keep you. Bye for now. Amen and amen.
Take care, everybody,
Amen.
and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year
Yes, Happy New
and a
Year.
Happy Easter.
Prosperous New Year.
Yes. Amen.
Healthier New Year.